one of the all-time favorite shows.
Welcome to What the Phobia. I am your host, the creepy journalist. Hey you. Yeah, you. Welcome.
What the phobia, what the phobia, what the phobia.
Hey guys, welcome back to What the Phobia. Let's get right into it. To believe or not to believe, ghosts or something else. There are many things out there that make us into believers at some point. In this particular case, we will be discussing Ouija boards. There are 2 points of views we'll be looking at, those that believe and those that are skeptical, and they look at it from a more scientific approach, if you will. Let's talk about the believers for a moment. If you believe the Ouija board is actually being manipulated by entities beyond our understanding, then surely you believe in Zozo. Many believe Zozo to live in the Ouija board itself, and Zozo is most commonly known as a demon that loves to mess with the living and imitates loved ones, that even has an understanding of who the participants are. Pretty fucking spooky. When is the best time for you to contact Zozo, or in this case, another entity? I would say between midnight and 3 a.m., the witching hour. So light some candles, turn off the lights, and let the sessions begin. A few things to keep in mind. Never provoke. Only ask with good intentions. What I mean is, do not abuse or expect something or someone to answer. Alright, maybe there aren't any entities to hear your call. Leave a voicemail and try again later. Also, always say goodbye verbally and with the planchette. You never want to leave that door open, please. If a poltergeist should begin in your home, do not burn or break the board, the Ouija board, okay? That'll make things a lot worse. Alright, just separate the board and the planchette. Should be easy enough, right? Now, on the flip side, let's look at the skeptics, the scientific approach, okay? Oh man, some people can never be convinced of the bad juju that's in the world. Everybody wants motive or reason for why things happen. Alright, others are just afraid to believe, and most will simply just try to find a scientific method to debunk the dummies that believe that all of this is baloney. If you're a normie and don't believe in the occult, then maybe you might like to hear that there is something called the idiomotor effect. Idiomotor effect. I'm sorry. What the idiomotor effect explains is that with simple devices like copper rods, for example, your subconscious affects your body in a way to make things happen, even though you consciously don't mean to. So, for the example of the rods, the idea is to stay as still as possible and claim that you aren't making them move, right? That there are energies or ghosts manipulating the rods to move. So there could be all kinds of factors in this particular example, but ultimately your subconscious is making your body involuntarily move, and it creates this idea that your subconscious came up with. All right, basically, this is how it works with Ouija boards, okay? Everybody knows that the Ouija boards are famously manipulated by deceased family members or demons and, the like. When the participant asks a question they already know the answer to, the answer will come to fruition because of the knowledge the participant has. An easy way to debunk that the board isn't being used by ghosts is to simply blindfold the participant. After that is done, there should be no way the planchette can make out coherent answers, and it won't. Alright, so basically what the idiomotor effect is, if you have this idea that something might happen, it's like you're playing games with your own mind, okay? The scientific approach is this. If you know the answer to a question and you're asking someone else the question, that someone else is actually your subconscious that you're talking to. Not a ghost, not a demon, not Zozo. Okay? It's you. So, for those dumb enough to believe in such things, it's just foolish as far as for these people and what they think. And for the normies that like to question everything I say, boo, you take the fun out of everything. You guys suck. But we're still left with the question. What would it mean if the planchette moved and the user was blindfolded? And they ask questions they have no possible way of knowing the answer to. What then? What would be the only plausible answer? What if we really have been communicating the entire time? What's responding? And did it ever roam the earth as a human? Or is it something else? I'll leave that up to you. Goodbye.